How to find your purpose, the Stoic answer. Stoicism. You have been told your whole life that purpose is a hidden treasure. That somewhere out there, buried under the right job or the right city or the right person, a single golden reason for your existence is waiting to be dug up. So you search. And you wait. And the years go by while you feel behind, unfinished, as if everyone else got the map and you did not. The Stoics would look at you kindly and tell you the truth. You are not meant to find your purpose. You are meant to build it, and you can start this very morning. To understand why, meet a man who ruled the entire Roman world and still had to talk himself out of bed. Marcus Aurelius, emperor and Stoic, wrote a private note to himself at dawn. He reminded himself that he was not made for pleasure or for hiding under warm blankets, but to do the work of a human being. Not the work of an emperor. The work of a human. That distinction is everything. For the Stoics, your purpose was never a secret assignment unique to you alone. It was the same for every person alive. To live according to nature, which for a rational creature means to live according to reason and virtue. They gave you a compass with 4 points. Wisdom, to see clearly what is true and what matters. Justice, to treat others fairly and to give what is owed. Courage, to do the right thing even when it costs you. And temperance, to hold your appetites in proportion. Every real decision you face can be pointed back at that compass. And they added one more idea, a beautiful one, called oikiosis. It describes how your circle of care naturally widens, from yourself, to your family, to your neighbors, to your city, to all of humanity. Purpose, in this view, is simply you taking your place in those widening circles and doing your share. Now let us make it practical, one truth at a time. The first truth. Purpose is a direction, not a destination. You keep imagining purpose as a finish line, a place you will finally arrive and be done. But a direction is something you can walk in today, even lost, even uncertain. Think of a captain steering by a star. He never reaches the star. He does not need to. He only needs it to keep pointing the ship true. The Stoics oriented themselves toward virtue the same way, a fixed point on the horizon that gives every day its bearing. So stop asking what is my one purpose, as if it were a locked door with a single key. Ask instead, which way is good, and take one step that direction. A kinder word. An honest choice. A duty met. You do not need the whole road to be lit. You only need to see the next step and to know which way is up. The second truth. Start with your duties, not your dreams. We are taught to chase the dream first, the grand vision, and to treat the ordinary obligations of our life as obstacles in the way. The Stoics reversed this completely. Epictetus told his students to look at the roles they already occupy. You are someone's son or daughter. Perhaps a parent. A neighbor. A worker. A citizen. Each role carries duties, and those duties are not distractions from your purpose. They are the raw material of it. The father who shows up for his children is living his purpose whether or not he ever writes a novel. The nurse who treats one more patient with care is fulfilling hers. Look down before you look out. The purpose you are hunting on the horizon is very often standing right next to you, waiting to be done well. The third truth. Virtue is the purpose beneath every purpose. Here is the question that dissolves so much confusion. What are you actually for? You might say you want to be a great engineer, a good mother, a successful founder. But push deeper. Beneath each of those sits the same foundation. To be a person of good character while you do it. The Stoics called virtue the only true good, because it is the one thing no one can take from you and the one thing that makes everything else worthwhile. A brilliant career built on cruelty is a failure. A modest life lived with integrity is a triumph. So whatever role you fill, the deepest purpose is not the role itself. It is the wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance you bring to it. Change the job all you want. The assignment underneath never changes. The fourth truth. Contribute to the whole, because you are a part, not the center. Marcus reminded himself constantly that what is bad for the hive is bad for the bee. You are not a lone unit chasing your own private meaning. You are a limb of a larger body, a cell in something vast. And a hand that decides it no longer wishes to serve the body does not become free. It becomes a dead thing. Your purpose gains its weight from what you give to the people around you. Think of a craftsman who builds a solid chair that a stranger will sit in for 30 years. He may never meet them. It does not matter. His work threads him into the lives of others. Ask not only what do I want from life, but what does life, right here, need from me? That question pulls you out of the anxious center and into something real. The fifth truth. Let purpose be small and daily before it is grand. You are waiting to feel ready for something enormous, and while you wait, you do nothing. The Stoics had no patience for this. Purpose for them was not an occasional heroic act but a daily practice, built in the smallest hours. Marcus did not save meaning for the battlefield. He practiced it in how he answered a letter, how he listened, how he governed his own temper before breakfast. You want to matter? Matter today. Do the small task in front of you with full attention. Answer honestly when it would be easier to lie. Be patient with the person who tests you. A great life is not one enormous act of purpose. It is 10,000 ordinary ones, stacked. The grand version, if it ever comes, will only be made of these. The sixth truth. Test it against character, not applause. The world will try to sell you a counterfeit purpose, measured in likes, titles, and the admiration of strangers. But applause is a terrible compass. It swings with the crowd's mood and it points wherever attention happens to be. The Stoics drew a hard line between what depends on you and what does not. Your character depends on you. Other people's opinions do not. So when you are weighing whether something is truly your purpose, do not ask whether it impresses. Ask whether it is good. A teacher in an empty town, shaping a few young minds well, is living more purpose than a famous fraud. If your sense of meaning rises and falls with the reactions of others, you have handed the steering wheel to a crowd. Take it back. Judge by the compass inside, not the noise outside. The seventh truth. Meaning is made in action, not found in thought. This is where all the searching finally ends. You cannot think your way into a purpose. You can sit and reflect and journal for a decade and feel exactly as lost at the end. The Stoics were relentless on this point. Philosophy was never words to admire. It was a way to live, proven only in what you do. Meaning is not discovered by staring inward. It is manufactured, right there in the act of doing something worthwhile. Help the person. Finish the work. Keep the promise. Show up. Each act lays down another plank of the very purpose you were trying to find. You do not find your purpose and then act. You act, and in the acting, the purpose comes into being under your feet. So put down the shovel. There is no buried treasure, no secret assignment, no unright life you were supposed to have found by now. There is only this morning, and the work of a human being waiting inside it. Point yourself toward what is good. Do your duty where you stand. Bring your best character to whatever your hands touch. Widen your circle of care one person at a time. Do this today, and again tomorrow, and you will look up one day to find you were never searching for a purpose at all. You were building one, all along, with every single thing you chose to do.